guys, today it's time for my summer break book haul. So as I said, for the beginning of my summer break, I just really wanted to buy some more books to kind of celebrate that while I only have my exams after the summer break, which that's a weird system, don't ask me about it. It does mean that I'm now more than halfway on the way to my degree, which is really exciting, and so I thought I wanted to celebrate that, and that I obviously did with books. So I have a lot of books. There was also a sale going on the used bookstore site, so it's a lot, but I got these for a really cheap price, lots of them hardcovers. I'm so fucking happy. Oh my god. So first off, I need to show you one more book that I forgot to mention in my last book haul, which is Geek Girl by Holly Smale. I didn't have this in my pile because I already put it on my shelf because this is a book that I had already read, and so I kind of just forgot to mention it in my actual book haul. But yeah, I finally got the first book in the Geek Girl series. I'm now only missing the second and the fourth, and I hope to get them used soon. This is in perfect condition. I am just happy that I got this. And then I have one new release that I also got that I wanted to show, and that is All That She Can See by Carrie Fletcher. I talked about this in my July wrap-ups, so if you're interested in my thoughts on it, you can check that out. Let's just talk about, once again, how beautiful this book is. So you might know that On the Other Side was absolutely gorgeous. I did a book haul last year where I kind of really showed you how gorgeous On the Other Side is in detail, and All That You Can See is totally the same, and it has a similar design to On the Other Side, which I really like. Like the spine also has a similar design, so even though they don't belong together in any way, you can tell that they are by the same author and same publisher, and I just really like that. But yeah, just look how gorgeous it is. The spine and the back, and then once again it has something on the actual hardcover. I really like that. Has also a really great naked spine, and once again has the pinky finger on the back of it, and also once again really beautiful design on the inside. So Carrie Fletcher sold her soul to the fucking book cover gods. Like, don't even talk to me. So now let's get into the used books that I got in that sale. I can't believe it's so many. Okay, let's get started. First one I have is Hourglass by Myra McIntyre. I don't know too much about this, but I've been intrigued by this for such a long time. This is a science fiction novel, and it has something to do with time travel and like changing things in the past and stuff like that. I don't really know. I've just been intrigued by this for a really long time. Don't really want to know any details about it. And then I have Tiny Pretty Things by Sona Charapotra and Danielle Clayton. Wow, I'm sorry. This is I think a thriller, a YA thriller, but it takes place at a ballet school, American Ballet Conservatory. And this was actually recommended to me just a few weeks ago after I talked about Up to This Point, which is also a book that, you know, talks about dances and everything. And I asked people for more recommendations of books with like dance in it, like actual dancers who know what they are doing, you know, like not in the club dancing. And yeah, this was recommended, and I have heard about it before, but I was never really sure if it was my thing, because I'm not sure if that kind of setting and everything, and like I think it's gonna be a lot like ballet girls bitching at each other, which I'm not sure if I want that, but you know, I was able to get a used copy, and I thought I'd just try it, you know. I wanted books with dance, so I'm gonna get through this one. Then I have The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. I absolutely love this cover. It's so gorgeous. I don't know much about this. This is a YA contemporary, and I think the main character's mother has a illness. I think she might have cancer. I honestly wasn't too interested in this at first, but I've heard so many great things about it that I just really wanted to pick it up, and as I said, the cover is pretty gorgeous, so Then I have This Song Will Save Your Life by Lila Sales. This is actually the German translation. I didn't realize it when I put this in my cart that this wasn't the English version, and then when I got it and I saw that it was like a library binding almost, then I was like, okay, this is probably not an English copy, and then I saw that it was German, but I decided to just keep it, not to send it back, because I do think it actually looks really nice. I really like the spine, and I just thought, you know, why not? I mean, I'm not that bothered by reading anything in German. You know, maybe that gets me back into reading some actual German fiction again too, so who knows. I am just like really excited about this. This is one of those contemporaries that has been on my wish list for so long. Guess what? I don't really know what it's about. But I'm just interested in anything that has a little bit to do with music. I've heard mixed things about it, but music. Then I've got Of Poseidon by Anna Banks, another one of those books that I have been wanting to read for such a long time because it has something to do with mermaids, I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm intrigued, okay? Like, just don't, guys. Let's continue with another book. I have no idea what it is about, but I've been in love with this cover for such a long time, and I can't believe I finally got it used. And that is Mystic City by Theo Lawrence. I am in love with this cover. I've always really liked it and I couldn't explain why. And then when it arrived and I actually saw the physical book, and it's so gorgeous. I love it. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but it's so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. As I said, I have absolutely no idea what this is about. I haven't heard many great things about it, but I'm so, like, I don't care. I've been obsessed with this cover basically since I joined BookTube. Next I have Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. This is the first book in a trilogy, I think. I think it's historical fantasy. I think it's a retelling of Alexander the Great. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, it says something about Alexander here. That just reminds me of Hamilton. That's great. No, but yeah, this is kind of, I think, a retelling, like a fantastic retelling of Alexander the Great, which quite honestly, I don't know much about this, but this was actually one of my like very first most anticipated releases. Like this was one of the first releases that, you know, wasn't like a sequel to anything that I anticipated. I think that because there was a lot of hype about it on BookTube, and yeah, I've kind of been intrigued by it since then. It looks really cool, and I think actually the trilogy should be finished soon, if it is a trilogy. Might end up being a series or anything, but yeah, I'm really intrigued. Then we have Assassin's Heart by Sarah Ayers. This is definitely a little bit of a cover buy as well, but I actually do know what it's about. Well, I know a little bit. I know, well, it's about assassins. Wow, I'm so smart. But I know that it is about like two kind of assassin groups. They are rivals, and then two of the people in that fall in love. Like it's assassin Romeo and Juliet, basically, is what I remember from it, which it sounds really exciting. I think this is a duology, and the second book came out somewhere in the last few weeks, so I'm really intrigued. I do think the cover is gorgeous. It is a buttery cover. If you know my channel, you know I really like buttery covers. And finally, in this haul, I have 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. Wow. This book I've been wanting to read for so long as well. This is another one that I kind of had on my radar since before it's been released, because when people started talking about it, like, I fell in love with this cover immediately. It's so gorgeous. I think it's actually something that I don't really read much about. I think it has to do with like alternate universes and like kind of jumping between those universes, which honestly, I don't think I've read much of those kinds of books. So that's actually really, really intriguing. And the third book in the trilogy, I think, was released sometime this year. So the trilogy is finished, so I could finish it if I wanted to binge it, because that's my thing. I'm just really excited to finally own it. It's just so fucking gorgeous. Oh god. So these are all of the books that I got in Do you remember like 2 months ago when I did a haul and kind of talked about, this is my biggest haul yet? I mean, this is getting pretty close. Yeah, so these are all of the books. I think I kind of got used to, after a book haul, just kind of holding them up for you again to look at all of them, and then I just kind of rest my arm on the books. That's kind of become the normal thing. Oh no. Yeah, not a good idea. Yeah, but that's kind of become the normal thing for me to do at the end of book hauls now. Anyway, let me know some of the books that you recently bought, or any of these books that you feel like I should prioritize. Obviously, All That She Can See and Geek Girl I have already read, so we don't have to mention that. But out of the other ones, is there any book that you feel like would really be up my alley, or that you just really love and want to hear my thoughts on? Definitely let me know, because otherwise I feel like I'm not gonna get to any of these ones soon. Like, currently, we're at a state where these don't even fit onto my TBR shelf. Like, I get so overwhelmed with the choice on my TBR anyway. I'm telling you, even though I'm not putting myself on a book buying ban, I'm telling you that it's definitely gonna take a while for me now to do a new book haul. Like, I know myself, and I'm normally pretty stingy, so it's, I tell you. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!